Hi guys and welcome to another video. So in this video we're gonna start talking about the for loop, or more precisely we're gonna start talking about loops in Java. So the first thing that you need to have in mind to understand loops is when we are dealing with some problem that requires to do something multiple times. So let's say I have a list and I wanted to perform something to every item in that list. Okay, so in the last video we saw how to create array. So in this video we're gonna do the same. Let's create an array. Okay, let's call numbers. Let's initialize with some numbers of the power of 2, 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. So I have this list, and let's say that I want to show each element of this list. So how do I do that? So I could do the not in a way that is not very smart, that is to do this numbers 0, and I could copy and paste multiple times. Let me copy. I could do this, okay, and I could just delete and add the index this way. So I could do this. This would work. This would show all the numbers that I want to see in this list, or more precisely in this array. Let me see here. Am I going ahead? I don't think this. Let me comment this. Let's see if this works. Okay. So you guys can see that I saw all the numbers 1, 2, 4, 8, and 16. But this is not very smart, and if I have to do this for, let's say, 1,000 items, I would not be able to do it. So the smart way of doing this is by using loops. So to create a loop is very simple. There are two kinds of loops in Java, and we're going to talk about the more universal kind of loop. That is the for loop that is available in almost every language. Okay, so almost every language has this loop called for. It's from Java. Actually, it's from C, C++, Java, C#, Python. Okay, so to create this loop, we need to define. First thing we need to define is the data type. In the case of working with indexes, we usually use the integer to access each index. Okay, index actually. We need the starting point. So this is usually the first index. So as if you guys remember, the first index is 0. We also need an endpoint. Okay, so int, a start point, endpoint, and to finish we need the increment. So this is all the things that we need to do in order to create a loop. So let's get started. So let's use for. This is how we create a loop. Okay, we need to create an integer, and this is usually the starting point. So we could do int I, which is the variable that we're gonna use in this loop, and the starting point is 0. So by doing this, we are actually creating and initializing this variable as the starting point at the same time. So we could put I here, and the other parts we need to put a semicolon. So now we can just jump into the thing that we said, that is the condition and the ending point. So we could say while I is less than the endpoint. So the endpoint here is 6, okay, because we have 6 elements. -1 is 5, so this is all cool. So this is the condition that we are running in. We add a semicolon, and the increment is I++. Okay, so I++ I didn't talk about yet, but I'm going to talk about this later on. So just keep in mind that this is just adding 1 to the value of I. So now if I do system.out.print ln numbers and the index I, which is going to change at every step. And if I execute this, we got an error, which is kind of expected because it seems to me that we cannot create this I variable here. Maybe for some security issues, this is not possible in Java, which is something that is kind of interesting to know. Okay, so now we have this. Let's assign 0. We're just gonna make some changes here. They are not that deep. So now let's execute. And we saw actually less than 5k. Okay, let's execute this one. Okay, 5k. Okay, here we go. We saw all the numbers. Okay, all of the numbers printed on the screen, which was the goal of this video. Now, if you pay attention, we couldn't run this program with the I outside of the for loop. I believe this is because of safety issues. Java doesn't allow you to create variables that run on loops outside of the scope of the loop. So this I variable, which is important to note, is only available here on the inside of the loop. It's not available anywhere else here. If I call I here, below here, it's not gonna do anything. So this was the video, guys. Unfortunately, I need to skip some things here, but in the next video, I'm gonna talk about increment and decrement, so you guys can see how that works. Okay. So thank you guys for watching this video. See you guys next time.